Hello everyone and welcome to Greenslade Station, the terminus of the Waterline. Now, you may be wondering why I'm starting at Greenslade today. Well, it's because I want to start this video off somewhere different. Because in the last two videos I've always been starting at Whitney Green and ending at Whitney Green. But this time I'm going to be starting and ending at Greenslade, just for a change. Because I've been starting and ending at the same station over and over again. But anyways, we're off on the Connect line yet again, because another brand new train has made it into the game, and it's the brand new Class 185. Well, it's the existing Class 185, but it's been revamped. It's another train that's been revamped, because basically what they're doing is SCR are phasing out all their old paper trains and are replacing them with brand new 3D trains. So, for this video, we're going to be taking a ride on some old trains and also the new Class 185 and maybe even the 158 if it happens to be out somewhere. So, the plan is we're going to go from Greenslade to Benton, as I would normally do from Whitney Green. So it's basically the full length of the line between here and Benton. Then we're going to take a Connect train to Leighton Stepford Road. And then we're going to change there for a Class 707 up to Edgemead. Because Edgemead is a station I haven't done yet. But I'm finally going to get that out the way. Then after Edgemead, we're going to go back into Benton. And then we're going to change for another Connect train going up to Port Benton. And we're going to spot some trains there. And also ride on a soon-to-be abandoned line. Well, not quite abandoned, but it looks abandoned. But it's still used. So it's just getting overgrown. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then at Benton again, we'll then change for the airport branch. But before that, we're going to go to Benton Bridge and stop there, because that's mainly the junction for Connect trains. For the Layton branch and the airport branch. And then after we've done the airport branch and Benton Bridge, we're then going to spot some stations on the Berrily and Morganstown line to get some Airlink and Connect action. Then after that, we're going to go to Stepford Central, or maybe Stepford Victoria, depending. And we spot some trains either at Stepford Victoria or at Stepford Central. The other two I'll do in a later video. And then the end of the journey plan would be to go up to Benton, change for a Waterline, back up to Greenslade. So, hopefully it's going to be a good one, and we'll ride on the old trains as we still can before it gets wiped out completely. So, currently sitting at Greenslade waiting for our train to Benton. It will be formed of a 171 again. So, let's get this started.
Stepford Airport Parkway and Stepford Airport Central. This train has 4 coaches.
I've now made it to Benton station. There's a Connect train just on the other side. I've had quite a weird journey between Greenslade and Benton, because this train missed Morganstown docks, and it was actually meant to be stopping there. Although it was slowing down, but not slow enough to actually stop at the station. Whoever's driving that train must have been unqualified. Well, anyways, we've arrived at Benton as normal, apart from that unexpected passing. Okay, so we're now at Benton. We're now going to wait for our train up to Edgemead. Hopefully it's going to be on the brand new 185, unless it's somewhere on platform 4B. Yeah, we'll see how things will go from there. Well, no, actually, no. Hang on a minute. Right. Actually, there are 2 options. We could either get... There's class 185 there, the new one. So, we've got 2 options. We can either get the 185 up to Leighton Stepford Road and change for a service to Edgemead, or we could take an Edgemead service which goes direct to Edgemead without having to change, because there's no depot that goes to Edgemead from Layton, which instead I either have to, well, the train would have to either start from Stepford East Depot or Coxly Depot. So what I think I might do is take a train up to Edgemead direct, get Edgemead out of the way, then go back to Leighton Stepford Road, where I can then catch the 185 back to Benton. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm now going to make my way over to platform 4A, because by default trains have to go on platform 4A, or if that's occupied then it goes on platform 4B. So, without a shadow of a doubt, let's head over to 4A.
Service to Edgemead, calling at Benton Bridge, Hampton Hargate, Water Newton, Leighton Stepford Road, Layton City, and Edgemead. This train has 5 coaches.
Come on, right. we've now made it to Edgemead Station, the terminus of the Layton and Edgemead branch lines. Now, as you can see, the line goes on, and there's a tunnel right over there. Now that leads to what could possibly be another Connect extension towards Lynn by the Sea, and of course the other stations between here and Lynn. Now at the moment, trains can only terminate here, and I don't think there is a possible chance that trains could possibly come on platform 2 and go the other way. And the only way they can terminate is by using the bay platform over there. Platforms 2 and 3 will only be used for trains going towards Lynn and to Stepford. And the terminating trains, if they're still around, will go on the bay platform. This station was already here when Stepford County Railway was around, except it wasn't for passenger or driver use. And players can still go up to that station either in the earlier days of SCR or in the Legacy Edition. I'm not sure if the Legacy Edition still exists, but we'll have to wait and see for extra information. So, we've got 2 trains already, one old one and one new one. The old one was the 707 that brought me in from Benton, and the new train is the newly released Class 158, which was a 3-coach train, I believe it was. But yeah, we're gonna now get another train back to Leighton Stepford Road. We will then change for the 185 back to Benton. I actually like Edgemead because it's located on a hilly place. Part of the station's located on a bridge because you've got the road over there. And the spawn is literally over there. Now, last time I came to Edgemead, and there was a high rank around, I asked that high rank if there was any possible chance we could see what was on the other side of the tunnel, to see if we could possibly reach the other stations. But even though he was given the admin commands, you couldn't actually fly over and teleport us over on the other side of the tunnel due to unknown reasons. Could be because that those admin commands didn't have the fly command, or he wasn't given permission to actually step onto the tracks without being respawned, because on GCR, admins and the game creator can walk on the track without being respawned. But I don't know if this also relates to SCR with their admins, or high ranks as they call them. But all we know is that if we step on the tracks, we get respawned. But I don't know if the respawn script applies to high ranks or managers and the directors. Because, I mean, they work for the company. But yeah, I asked if there was a possible chance we could see what was on the other side of that tunnel, but there was no chance, because I don't think the high rank that we asked had the fly commands that he could fly over the tunnel and TP us on the other side. I don't think we'll be able to, because I suspect the other side of the tunnel, it'll just be grass, which is respawnable. But anyways, we're here at Edgemead. We're now going to wait for our train that will take us back to Leighton Stepford Road, where we will then change for the Class 185 back to Benton, where from there we will go on the Port Benton branch. So, shall see you there. Okay, it has been brought to my attention that servers are going to be rebooted at 2000 hours United Kingdom time. It could be either because of the latest update on the game as a whole, or it could be some bug fixes. But all I know for sure is that servers will be rebooted at 2000 hours British summer time. All players that are currently on servers will be receiving this message. It will soon be 2000 hours, the time when servers will be rebooted. I'm just going to wait until the time eventually hits 2000 hours. And there you go. It is 2000 hours. Servers should be shutting down at any moment. Rebooting servers, please wait. And there's AR Road Air and Train Spotter YT. There you go. It's worked on it, and it's worked on there. Okay, now we will return to our regularly scheduled programming. I've now made it to Leighton Stepford Road station. Now, before Layton and Rocket Parade even existed, back then all of this was known as Winstree, and even Winstree had its own station. But as of the big update known as 1.0, Winstree station closed and was replaced with Rocket Parade, Leighton Stepford Road and Layton City, I think. I think the previous station before Layton City was just Layton, before Layton got a new name to just Layton City. So it was either Rocket Parade or Leighton Stepford Road that replaced Winstree. And I don't think the station is there anymore, because whichever station it is might be where Winstree once was. So it's either here or over there. But yeah, we are standing at what could possibly be the location that Winstree was. So, as promised, we did go up to Edgemead, non-stop between Benton and Edgemead. Then we came back to Leighton Stepford Road. So now the plan is we now wait for a 185, which will take us back to Benton. And then at Benton, we're going to change for a train to Port Benton. We're going to spot some trains there. And then on the way to Benton, again, we're going to go via this line, which is looking overgrown and abandoned. And then we'll change at Benton to go to Benton Bridge, ahead of a journey up the airport branch on the Connect. And we're going to spot at Stepford either at Stepford Airport Parkway or Stepford Airport Central. Or I could spot at both for that matter. But then after that, we're going to go on a Airlink train to Morganstown. We might spot there. And then we will go on a Connect train down to Bulu Park, which is one of the new stations. And to catch some Airlink passing and even some stopping Connect trains. So, we're currently waiting at Leighton Stepford Road, waiting for our 185 to Benton. So, see you there. AB Trains will be back after this message. Want to look as good as us? Yes, I love SCR so much. Well, now you can. Find our new merch on the SCR Group store. Get it now while stocks last. Now back to the show.
This is Benton. 50 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central. Calling at Coxly, Bowdoin, Angel Pass, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, and Stepford Central. This train has 4 coaches.
We're now back again at Benton Station. We're now switching lines, still on the Connect though. We're now going to Port Benton.
B for the 2052 Stepford Connect service to St Helens Bridge. Calling at Coxly, Bowdoin, and St Helens Bridge.
We've now made it to Port Benton station, the terminus of the Connect and a through station of the Waterline. Now this is a station that I've passed through quite a lot of times, especially when I do the journey between Whitney Green and Benton and on the way back. Now, as I've said, we're going to be doing some spotting here at Port Benton. And then after that, we're going to get the next Connect train, because we're going to be here just to catch some Waterline action. Because the Connect, they only go between here and Stepford Central and Stepford Victoria. So, you've just seen the 357 that just departed just now, which was my train in from Benton, only just the one stop. And there's Colbert Alex 1234 just standing there just like, oh my god, that's AB Trains, he's literally there. I have no idea what he's doing. But anyways, we're here at Port Benton. We're going to catch some Waterline action. And we're going to get the next Connect train back to Benton. We will then change for Benton Bridge. Spot there. Film at a station on the airport branch. And then get an air link to Morganstown. We spot a bit of trains there. And then we get a Connect train to Bulu Park. And then maybe another station along the Morganstown and Berrily lines. Actually, I might visit Ellesmere Pond, because that's got a level crossing, but with no barriers. That's quite odd. There's a level crossing just next door to the station. It's got no barriers and no lights. It's just an open crossing. So that's where you have to use your listening skills when it comes to that crossing. So, let's get to the spotting.
Calling at Benton only. This train has 2 coaches. Platform 3 for the 2015. This train has 3 coaches. Service to Greenslade. Calling at Morganstown Docks, Whitney Green and Greenslade. This train has 2 coaches. Waterline service to Greenslade. Calling at Morganstown Docks, Whitney Green, and Greenslade. This train has 4 coaches.
As you can see, we're still at Port Benton. Off goes a 508 to Greenslade, just departing behind me. Now, I've got an update regarding our service back to Benton. Fortunately, it's currently being held at Coxly due to some signaller not knowing how to work the signals. It's one of those 3. And also, if you look down there, not sure if you can be able to see it, but the server is about to have another reboot at 9:30. So we'll need to get our heads into gear, but only if the train arrives, which at the moment, it's not moving whatsoever. So yeah, I thought I'd update you on what's going on, because at the moment we're still currently stuck at Port Benton, because the train that we were supposed to catch, which is our train back to Benton via this overgrown line, it's currently stuck at Coxly. It's stuck on a red signal for some time. It's running 5 minutes late as I speak. It's because somebody doesn't even know how to work the signals. And there's 3 of them there. One of which working the part near Benton, which serves Coxly. So, if the train doesn't come, if it like runs, let's say 10 minutes late, or anything else much for that matter, then we're going to get a Waterline train to Benton and continue our journey from there, because Waterline trains do run to Benton, but they run on the other side. They run that way. Should this thing happen, I will nip over to one part of the line, like literally somewhere outside the station, where I can show you this overgrown line. So, yeah, I thought I'd update you on what's going on.
Have your attention please on platform 2. We are sorry to announce that the 2120 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Victoria has been cancelled. This is due to waiting behind a train in front of this one at Coxly. On behalf of Stepford Connect, we apologise for the inconvenience this may cause you.
Well, it happened. As you've heard, our train's been cancelled because it was not able to leave Coxly because we've been waiting behind a train in front of this one, apparently. So, we're going to have to change the plan. We're now going to get the next Waterline train to Benton and change at Benton for Benton Bridge and the airport branch. That's our first mess up of the series. Anyways, our train's just leaving Morganstown Docks, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's literally just up the line.
Calling at Benton only. This train has 2 coaches.
we've now made it back to Benton. We're now going to change here for service to Benton Bridge. And we're also going to spot at a station on the airport branch. So let's go.
Calling at Benton Bridge, Stepford Airport Parkway, and Stepford Airport Central. This train has 2 coaches.
This is Benton Bridge.
We're now just outside Benton Bridge Station. Now, I just want to show you something over here.
1912, Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central.
There's a level crossing
Calling at
that's
Stepford
not yet in
Airport
use.
Parkway and Stepford Airport Central. This train has 4 coaches.
This line will be the high-speed line that I presume it goes to Lynn by the Sea via Edgemead, calling at certain stations along the way, and it also bypasses the line that goes via Hampton Hargate and misses Benton Bridge. So yeah, I thought I'd come out and show you what I found.
Platform 2 for the 1913 Stepford Connect service to St Helens Bridge. Calling at Benton, Coxly, Bowdoin and St Helens Bridge. This train has 5 coaches.
As you can see, we're now at Benton Bridge Station. This is the junction station for trains heading to either the airport branch or the Layton and Edgemead branch, or soon to be known as the Lynn by the Sea via Edgemead line, which will be the local stopping services. Now we're just going to spot a few trains here before we can move on to the airport branch. Now Benton Bridge Station, in my opinion, is probably going to be my next favourite station, because you get quite a lot of trains passing through the station. Well, a lot of trains stopping, but you also get trains that pass through here. And the only trains that pass through here are the Stepford Victoria to Edgemead services. which are formed of class 68 sets. So basically all I've got to say is we're going to spot some trains here, and then we're going to move on to the airport branch. We're either going to spot at Stepford Airport Parkway or Stepford Airport Central. I might spot at Stepford Airport Parkway because I didn't spot there much. So anyways, let's stop waffling on and get into the spotting, because I have nothing else to say.
Service to Stepford Victoria. Calling at Benton, Coxly, Bowdoin, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, Stepford Central, City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford Victoria. This train has 4 coaches. To Edgemead. Calling at Hampton Hargate, Water Newton, Leighton Stepford Road, Layton City, and Edgemead. This train has 5 coaches. Approaching platform 1 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge. 1952 Stepford Connect service to Leighton Stepford Road. Calling at Hampton Hargate, Water Newton, Rocket Parade, and Leighton Stepford Road. This train has 3 coaches. Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central. Calling at Benton, Coxly, Bowdoin, Angel Pass, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, and Stepford Central. This train Train now approaching.
Oh,
Platform
bum.
does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge. Stepford Airport Central. Calling at Stepford Airport Parkway and Stepford Airport Central. This train has 5 coaches.
We've now arrived at Stepford Airport Parkway station, and well, whoops, it did it again.
Platform 1 for the 1900 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. Calling at Stepford Airport Central only. This train has 4 coaches. Platform 3 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge. Platform 1 for the 1900 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. Calling at Stepford Airport Central only. This train has 4 coaches. Benton Bridge, Benton, Coxly, Bowdoin, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, Stepford Central, City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford Victoria.
As you can see, we're still at Stepford Airport Parkway station. This is the second to last station before Stepford Airport Central, and I believe the third or fourth last station before the terminals. Yeah, I believe so. Right, I've had a look at the calling points for the Airlink. Now, unfortunately, trains going towards Stepford, Stepford Central, they don't call at Stepford Airport Parkway or Morganstown when it comes to locals. They can only stop at one station at a time, because otherwise it will be a local service. But the Airlink is supposed to be a express service, or maybe in a semi-express service, to name just a few. So unfortunately, if we got a train that stops here on this platform, we would either end up at either St Helens Bridge
Platform 1.
or
19. 15. Stepford Connect service.
not connect
Stepford
trains.
Airport Central.
That's for one thing.
Calling at Stepford Airport Central only. This train has 4 coaches.
I know the train will end up at St Helens Bridge, but not at the point where we get connect trains. But I might as well film one anyway. Is he going to stop or not? Oh, it looks like we've got another train coming. Sounds like an Airlink train coming. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. We've got an 802 passing. We didn't announce the passing on 3, so I would suspect it's on the main line. Off goes the 357. We might see it sooner or later. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So, basically, if we got on an Airlink train that stops here...
Platform 1 for the 19.
For crying out
17.
loud.
Stepford
I just want
Connect
to do
service to
my
Stepford
blog here, and
Airport
all I can
Central.
get here is announcements for Connect trains.
Stepford
Come
Airport
on.
Central only. This train has 5
Oh, it's one of the new
coaches.
trains. Well, not new trains. It's still a paper train, but it's one of the new models that we'll get in real life. Right. Back to what I was saying before the thing interrupted. Right, anyways. If I got a Airlink train from here, I would either end up at St Helens Bridge or at Stepford East, because the trains that stop at Airport Parkway don't call at Morganstown, whereas the trains that do call at Morganstown don't stop here. So, you know what that means. We're going to have to change the plan again. So, well, the main reason I wanted to come to Stepford Airport Parkway is because I wanted to spot some more trains than I did last time that I went here, which is in the first video in this kind of style, this railway journeys thing. So we've got another Airlink train coming. God, this is the moment where I always get interrupted by trains, whether it is Connect or Airlink. Right, anyways, so the plan is, the new plan, we're going to go on the opposite platform, platform 3. We're going to get an Airlink to Stepford Airport Central, and that's a train that stops here. Then, at Airport Central station, we're going to change for an Airlink that stops at Morganstown. So that's the plan. And then from Morganstown, after we've spotted a few trains, we'll hop on a Connect train to Bulu Park and then down to Ellesmere Pond, which may result us in changing at Ellesmere Junction, because the Morganstown to... No, hang on. No, we might change a Berrily to get a Berrily to Stepford service, because they're the ones that stop at Ellesmere Pond and New Harrow. The Morganstown to Stepford services don't. They go express between Ellesmere Junction and St Helens Bridge, because they act as a sort of an express service. So yeah, the plan is we're going to get an air link, which stops here, to Airport Central, and then an air link that stops at Morganstown, down to Morganstown, obviously. And then after we spotted at Morganstown, we then nip down to Bulu Park. Then we head down to Berrily, where we change for an actual local stopping train between Berrily and Stepford. We get off at Ellesmere Pond. So that's the plan. And I'll explain the rest as we go along, probably when we get to Ellesmere Pond. Right, let's stop chit-chatting. Let's nip over to platform 3 for the train.
27. Airlink service to Stepford Airport Central. Calling at Stepford Airport Central only. This train has 6 coaches. Airport Terminal 2. Calling at Airport Terminal 1 and Airport Terminal 2. This train has 6 coaches.
I've now made it to Stepford Airport Central Station. Now, the next part of the plan is to get a airlink train that stops at Morganstown, where we will then spot for a few moments. Then we will get a Stepford Connect train to Bulu Park, where we will get some airlink airlink passing. I don't know what else to put it. Then after Bulu Park, we will then
Platform 0. Terminate.
we will then head down to Berrily. We will then change for a service to Ellesmere Pond, which is actually got a rare thing next to it. It has a level crossing. It has no lights, no barriers, no nothing. It's just a crossing that is basically non-gated, in other words. And it's a crossing that a lot of you will need to pay attention to, because it is listed as the most dangerous. Because sooner or later, a train might pass through at speed. There's a Stepford Connect train over there, it's just pulled in. But yeah, we're just waiting for our train down to Morganstown. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you when the train arrives.
Airlink service to Stepford Central. Calling at Morgan's Town, Ellesmere Junction, Stepford East, and Stepford Central. This train has 6 coaches. Now approaching platform 4. Does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge. Please stand back from the platform edge. The train now approaching platform 3 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge. Please stand back from the platform edge. Platform 3 for the 2019 Airlink service to Airport Terminal 2. Calling at Stepford Airport Central, Airport Terminal 1, and Airport Terminal 2. This train has 5 coaches. Terminates here. This train is the service from Stepford Central. The platform edge. The train now approaching platform 4 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge.
As you can see, we're now at Morgan's Town Station. We're now waiting for our Stepford Connect service that will take us to Bulu Park. I'm now at Bulu Park station, or as the onboard train announcements likes to call it, Julie Park. Learn your English. Right. I've got what I wanted. Got some Airlink passing. We're now going to catch a Connect train to Berrily, where we will then change for a local stopping service between Berrily and Stepford, except we'll take it to Ellesmere Pond, where then from there I will show you the crossing, which is marked as dangerous, because people do not know that a train is going to be passing at 125 mile an hour, even though that trains can't get up to 125 mile an hour. They can only go to about 100 to about 110 miles an hour. But in a future update, when the high speed line is released, I think it's the Lynn line, the Lynn by the Sea line, there'll be some trains that will go up to 125 mile an hour. At the moment, trains can only go as far as 110 miles an hour, even though there's one section of track where trains for some reason can go no higher than 125, even though they can't go as high as 110 miles an hour, which is strange in my opinion. Right, anyways, I've got what I wanted. Got some Airlink trains passing. Got the new trains as well, passing here as well. We're just waiting for our Connect train down to Berrily, where from there we will change for Ellesmere Pond. We might spot some Airlink trains stopping on the platform, which is, if I can get it up, I don't know if it will allow me, but as far as I'm aware, Berrily is the least used Airlink station, because Airlink trains, when they stop there, they can only stop at that station going one way. Whereas trains going to Stepford, they don't stop there because there's no platform. So I might catch an Airlink train arriving and departing the station on the platform, as well as one passing. Actually, talking of Airlink and passing, I think we've got one coming. Wherever it is. Yeah, there it is. Must have heard me talking about the Airlink. Right, anyways. We're now going to wait for our Connect train down to Berrily. We will then change for Ellesmere Pond.
This train has 4 coaches. For the 1959 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central, calling at East Berrily, Berrily, Ellesmere Junction, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, and Stepford Central. This train has 4 coaches.
I'm now at Berrily Station. Now I'm only here to change trains from here. I'm going to be changing onto a Berrily to Stepford Victoria service, but I'm going as far as
Platform 2 for the 20
as Ellesmere
Stepford
Pond.
Connect service to Morganstown,
There is a Connect train coming in.
East Berrily, Bulu Park, and Morganstown. This train has 3 coaches.
It's a 158. But yeah, we're here at Berrily. We're going to be switching trains to... Oh, I forgot my words again. We're here to change at the station to get a train to Ellesmere Pond. So let's go.
'16 Airlink service to Stepford Airport Central, calling at Stepford Airport Parkway and Stepford Airport Central. This train has 5 coaches. Ellesmere Junction, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, and Stepford Central. This train has 3 coaches. Does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge. The train now approaching platform 1 terminates here. This train is the service from Stepford Victoria. Platform 2 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge.
As you can see, we are now at Ellesmere Pond station. Now, as I've said before, Ellesmere Pond is the only station on the Air Link and on the Morganstown branch and Berrily branch to have a level crossing. Not only that, it's the only station to have a level crossing without lights and without barriers. Just plain nothing. There's what's his name? Not Alfie, Lane Shepherd. He's just spotting with me along this line, maybe anywhere else if he's free. But yeah, so far this is a pretty good station. I recommend it for those of you who love level crossings and that like to spot on here for high speed. I'm pretty sure someone I know has spotted here before. I think, yeah, it's Funk's Gaming, that is. It was either this station or another one. He might have recorded at both of these stations, Ellesmere Pond, Berrily, and even New Harrow. I think. I'm not 100% sure if it's this station or the other one, but I do know he's filmed at Berrily, which we've already done. So anyways, the next part of the plan is on decision mode. And I've already made the decision. We're going to go to Stepford Central because that station, from what I've heard from many players, is the busiest out of the lot because the
train now approaching platform 1 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge.
We've got a non-stop. God, I've not seen that before. Class 380 on the Connect. But yeah, so our plan is to get a train from here all the way to Stepford Central. We'll spot there. And then to finish off, we'll take a Connect train to Benton. Where from there, we'll change for a Waterline to Greenslade. So, let's get this started.
The platform edge. Please stand back from the platform edge. Ellesmere Junction and Berrily. This train has 4 coaches. Stand back from the platform edge. Platform 2 for the 21:56 Stepford Connect service to Stepford, Victoria. Calling at New Harrow, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, Stepford Central, City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford, Victoria. This train has 4 coaches.
This is Stepford Central.
Train now approaching platform 14, terminates here. Has 3 coaches. The train now approaching platform 14, terminates here. Platform 11 for the 22:12 Stepford Connect service to Stepford, Victoria. Calling at City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford, Victoria. This train has 4 coaches. And Airport Terminal 3. This train has 5 coaches. The train now approaching platform 4, terminates here. Platform 11 for the 22:13 Stepford Connect service to Stepford, Victoria. Calling at City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford, Victoria. This train has 4 coaches. Stepford Connect service to Stepford, Victoria. Calling at City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford, Victoria. This train has 3 coaches. train now approaching platform 4 terminates here. The train now approaching platform 14 terminates here. Stepford East, St Helens Bridge, Bowdoin, Coxly, Benton.
We're now at Stepford Central Station, the terminus of the Connect.
4 for the 0937 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. Calling at
And we've got a terminating train on 5.
Helens Bridge, Angel Pass, Bowdoin, Coxly, Benton, Benton Bridge, Stepford Airport.
We've also got a train on platform 4 heading to Stepford Airport Central.
Airport Central. This train has 3 coaches.
But anyways, we're at Stepford Central. We're now waiting for...
Platform 5 terminates here. This train is the service from Whitefield.
Can I get on? Right, thank you. Right, as I've said for the 3rd time now, or maybe 2nd, I don't even know. We're at Stepford Central, the terminus of the Connect, and also a through station for trains going to Victoria. We're now going to get a Stepford Connect train to Benton.
Platform 6 terminates here.
This train is the service from the depot.
Platform 5 for the 0938.
Pull up to the buffers.
Service to Whitefield. Calling at Stepford East, High Street, Whitefield Lido.
Right, anyways,
SC.
we're here to get a train to Benton, where from there we will change for a train
This train has 2 coaches.
to Greenslade.
The train now approaching platform 8 terminates
So,
here.
let's get on.
Morgantown. Calling at Stepford East, St Helens Bridge, Ellesmere Junction, Berrily, East Berrily. The train now approaching platform 4 terminates here. Platform 10 for the 0937 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. Calling at Stepford East, St Helens Bridge, Bowdoin, Coxly, Benton, Benton Bridge, Stepford Airport. Platform 5 for the 10:15 Stepford Connect service to Morganstown. Stepford Victoria, calling at City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford Victoria. This train has 4 coaches. Train now approaching platform 14 terminates here. Platform 4 for the 10:22 Stepford Connect service to Whitefield. Calling at Stepford East, High Street, Whitefield Lead. This train is the service from Morganstown. Platform 10 for the 10:22 Stepford Connect service to Whitefield. Stepford East, High Street, Whitefield Lead, Stepford East, Woodhead Lane, Horton Rake, and Whitefield. This train has 2 coaches. Train now approaching platform 5 terminates here. Platform 14, 10:25. Airlink service to Airport Terminal 3. Calling at Stepford East, Stepford Airport Parkway, Stepford Airport Parkway, Stepford Airport Central, Airport Terminal 2, and Airport Terminal 3. This train has 5 coaches. The train now approaching platform 6 terminates here. Victoria. Calling at City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford Victoria. This train has 4 coaches. Platform 6 for the 10:29 Stepford Connect service to Layton.
We're now on board 185060 at Stepford Central. This is the 10:29 service to Leighton Stepford Road, formed of the brand new 185. Now, I did say I was going to go to Benton, but I want to show you something which is about 4 stops away from Stepford Central, because there's some new trains at this station. Now, I didn't say the name because I didn't want to give it away. I didn't want to give away where I'm about to get off, which you'll see later on. Anyway, so we're about to depart the station, so I'll see you there.
Calling at Angel Pass, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, and Stepford Central. This train has 5 coaches.
We've now made it to Bowdoin Station, which is the station which I didn't mention back at Stepford Central Station. Now, the reason I came to Bowdoin is because not only did I want to show you some people track walking, but they eventually got respawned, and not only did I want to film a 707 off, but I wanted to show you these. The brand new 3D Electro Stars. Which I believe the Connect one is the 377. The Airlink is the 387. And the Waterline is the 379. I'm not sure if I'm 100% correct on the middle one. What I know for sure is that one is the 377 and that one's the 379.
Stepford Connect service to
I hear a train
Port
coming.
Benton. Calling at Coxly, Benton, and Port Benton. This train has 5 coaches.
So, now that we have arrived at Bowdoin, and now that I have shown you the new trains, we're now going to wait for our train back to Benton properly. Well, now you're just looking at the inside of a train. Off it goes. And also behind me is the statue for the Visit Bowdoin person. Hang on, we'll go and have a look. We'll go and have a look, because our train's not far off. We'll go and have a quick look. It's over here. The Hazard 9. Chief Operations Officer of SCR and the founder of Visit Bowdoin. And there is his avatar. It's not in gold, but this is his avatar. So if you come outside of Bowdoin, whether it is arriving into Bowdoin or if you're getting a train from Bowdoin to somewhere, always have the privilege to actually come out here and look at this statue. And there's a sign stating the Hazard 9, Chief Operations Officer of Stepford County Railway and the founder of Visit Bowdoin. Only problem is, or question actually, where exactly is the Visit Bowdoin headquarters? Is it one of these big buildings here? I can fully clarify that these are shops down here and flats. But one of these big buildings have to be the headquarters.
Platform 3 for the 10:45 Stepford Connect service to Stepford, Victoria.
Right, so
St. Helens,
we're going to get a train
Stepford East, Stepford Central,
to Benton,
City Hospital, Financial
like
Quarter,
properly.
and Stepford, Victoria.
There's a
This train
357
has
there.
4 coaches.
Going to Stepford, Victoria. So, let's wait. Hey, wait for me! Okay. I seem to have caught a trespasser at Bowdoin Train Care. Well, he's apparently walking on the roofs of the new trains. I don't know how he got there, but he's obviously trespassing. Because there's no possible way that anyone could actually get there. I've already got the name. He's obviously hiding somewhere because he probably noticed that I'm filming him. He's like, "Oh, damn!" So yep, got you on camera. I'm now back again at Benton Station, which is the last station I'll be doing. Well, we're mainly here to change trains again, because we've been on the Connect most of the time, and now we're going to be doing the final bit of the journey, which is to get a Waterline train from here all the way to Greenslade. Which is just not far off now, so I better get her arriving then.
The train now approaching platform 3 terminates here. This train is the service from Greenslade. This train is the service from Whitney Green.
We're now back at Greenslade Station to do the finishing touch. Now, before I end this video here at Greenslade, I'm going to do what I always do in these types of videos and do the summary of what we did today. So, what we did was we got on a Waterline train between here and Benton. We went to Benton from Greenslade. Then we went on a Connect train to Port Benton. I'm just trying to memorise everything. So we spotted on the Port Benton branch, which was basically a small section of track between Benton and Port Benton on the Connect. Then we was gonna ride on the overgrown track, which links Port Benton to Benton, except it goes via a different way. But unfortunately, our Connect train got cancelled because it got held behind a train at Coxly, and it was an idle train in front of it, so it wasn't able to leave Coxly, because it was stuck on red the whole time. So instead, we had to get a Waterline train, which is, quite frankly, it was the Benton shuttle, to Benton. But from there, we took a train along the Layton branch and the Edgemead branch as well. We went up to Edgemead. We spotted a few trains at Edgemead before making our way back down to Leighton Stepford Road, where we switched trains from the 707 to the brand new 185. Then we went back to Benton from Leighton Stepford Road. And we changed at Benton to get a train back to Benton Bridge. Or we could have at least got off at Benton Bridge. But I thought I'd make a journey between the two stations in full, between Layton and Benton. But yeah, we went back to Benton Bridge to spot there. Then after that we went along the airport branch to spot at Stepford Airport Parkway, before we then had to go to Stepford Airport Central, because the thing is, Airlink trains don't stop at Stepford Airport Parkway and Morganstown all at once, because otherwise it would have been classed as a local service. Because, well, even before Airlink came out, I once thought for a second that the Airlink would stop at all stations, such as, well, the stations between St Helens Bridge and Stepford Airport Parkway, or maybe all the stations between Stepford Central and Stepford Airport Central and the terminals, which would then call it Stepford East, St Helens Bridge, Ellesmere Junction, Berrily, Morganstown, Stepford Airport Parkway, Stepford Airport Central, and then the terminals. But that wasn't a thing. Because Airlink was supposed to be an express service that doesn't call at every station, but it varies on the schedule. Which meant that the train we would have got, if we got on a service that stopped at Stepford Airport Parkway and went towards Stepford Central, we wouldn't be able to get off at Morganstown, because the Morganstown stopping services don't stop at Stepford Airport Parkway. So what we had to do was, well, what I had to do, because I was the only one there, was we had to get an Airlink train to Stepford Airport Central, the one stop up, where we then had to change for a service that calls at Morganstown. And that's exactly what we did. Then we spotted at Morganstown as planned. Then we went on a Connect train to go to Bulu Park, which is only a stop down, to get some Airlink action passing, as well as a couple of Connect trains. Then after that, we went down to Berrily, where we then changed onto another Connect service, which stops at Ellesmere Pond and New Harrow, except we got off at Ellesmere Pond because of, well, not only to get some Airlink action, but to also film some trains passing through the non-barrier crossing. The crossing with no barriers, no lights, no nothing. And it took a long time for our train to arrive, because the depots are quite far from Ellesmere Pond, which means it takes time for the trains to arrive and depart, because Ellesmere Pond only serves Connect trains between Stepford Victoria and Berrily. The Morganstown trains just pass through, as well as the Airlink on the other side. Then after Ellesmere Pond, we then went down to Stepford Central, because I noticed that it was getting quite busy there, so I decided to go down there and take a look for myself. We did get joined by a few people. Then after Stepford Central, we did the finishing touch, which we've already done, which we went from Stepford Central to Benton, but we stopped at Bowdoin along the way, because I wanted to show you the new trains, because apparently I've watched a video from, what's its name? I've just forgotten his name. Snowfire YT videos. And apparently the new trains have arrived at Bowdoin Train Care, so I popped down there to take a look and to show you guys. And there was also a trespasser at Bowdoin Train Care. You could have easily just saw them from the platform level. You didn't have to go over to Bowdoin Train Care just to have a closer look. Like... But yeah, then after Bowdoin, we resumed the schedule that I was doing, and continuing our journey over to Benton, where from there we changed onto a Waterline train back to here, Greenslade. So far it's been a good day. we did see some old trains as well as the new trains in action. And I thought I had the opportunity to actually ride on the old trains, the old paper trains, because as time goes on, more and more 3D trains are going to be coming, with some of them being built or some of the existing stock being revamped and some of them being removed and replaced with new train classes. Like the Waterline Class 387 is going to be going, and it's being replaced by the new 3D looking 379. Which is actually quite sad, to be honest, because the 387s are actually quite new because of their door chimes. They've recently got new door chimes. But I suppose the 379 will have those door chimes as well. So yeah, quite sad to see the old stock go, and to see the old paper trains go as well. But they have been around for quite a long time. They've been out since the earlier days of SCR, ever since it was released. There were only like a couple of trains at the time. I think was the 357 and the 700 were the first two trains. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think those were the first couple of trains before new trains came in. We also had the loss of the 700 because it got replaced by the 707 because it was a lookalike. So yeah, this video is pretty much riding on the old trains, and as well as taking videos at certain stations that I haven't been to, because it gave me the opportunity to ride on the old trains, the old paper trains, before they fully got replaced by the 3D trains. Either the newly built 3D trains, or the current stock being revamped. And my prediction is that all of the stock are going to be fully revamped by at least version 1.6. That's my prediction. Either that or 1.7. 1.7 is going to be my backup if they're not released by 1.6. Or even it could be earlier than that. I do not know, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's quite a long one. And it took me at least 4 to 5 days. Well, 4 to 5 days to almost a whole week to get this video done. Because this week was the start of school, unfortunately. So I wasn't able to actually get this video out earlier than I thought I would be. So I started making this video at least a week and 2 days ago. And here we are to this day, which is Saturday the 8th of June. So it took me ages to make. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next video. Whether it is real life or Roblox. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.